anonymous Toys for Tots donor is saving Christmas. At the last minute, someone donated $250,000 to Mid-Michigan Toys for Tots.
There really is a Santa Claus, and we actually have proof that there is. We're at the Salvation Army in Bay City, and there was a person in town who heard that there was a need, so they took $50,000 and invested it into toys for kids in Bay City. It's an anonymous donation. Now, many of the people are calling that donation a miracle, and a lot of the folks we talked to said it was a tough choice between food, heating the house, and Christmas time.
It's given me some faith in the human race again. There really is a Santa Claus.
I'm humbled. I'm just humbled to have the opportunity to impact the community.
The sale of the Pistons tonight to Tom Gores, the billionaire from Michigan.
It's very easy to like Tom Gores. Very easy to see why he's a successful businessman and should be a very good owner for the Pistons.
What really stood out to me was how accountable he is going to hold himself. He feels a great sense of responsibility to this community.
If it ends up a great investment for us and it's not great for the community, I don't consider myself successful. I will be impactful. That's for sure. I want us to be successful. I didn't show up here to not be successful.
He saw an opportunity to impact what is a huge turnaround story being written about the city of Detroit.
What he's doing in Detroit is bigger than the Pistons. That this whole engagement and the timing of the Renaissance and the Pistons being involved is going to be game changers for hundreds of thousands of people. I'm looking at the deeds that have been done and are continuing to be done by the Pistons since he took over, and he's correct. They are putting their money where their mouths are.
Before Tom Gores was an LA investor, the owner of the Detroit Pistons, and a billionaire, he was a child growing up in the city of Flint, Michigan.
Tom's family emigrated to Flint. He has strong ties to Flint. He really feels a connection there, an emotional one.
Water crisis in Flint, Michigan is getting worse.
Yeah, folks are being warned that there may be way too much lead to filter out.
Now a local man is stepping in.
Tom Gores is stepping up in a major way to help the people of Flint. Today, he announced he is pledging $10 million to help solve the crisis.
It has been very close to me and my family. I grew up there, worked for my dad at a grocery store, so it's been difficult to see. I just want to do something about it.
And the help won't stop there. The Pistons have plans to partner up with other businesses to help Flint bounce back.
Tom Gores, who owns the Pistons, partnering with the telethon today.
He's matching every single dollar up to $1 million.
Huntington Bank and Flint Now announced the outstanding news of a $25 million financial support package to help Flint businesses.
What the Flint Now Foundation does breathes new life into our company. If Mr. Gores was here, I said I would just give him a big hug.
A personal thank you to Tom Gores for doing this and for getting others to commit as well. So we're grateful, and with his support, we're flipping the story, and we're not going to be defined by this crisis. We're going to be defined by our response to this crisis, and the Flint Now and Tom Gores is definitely part of that incredible, positive response.
Being around Tom, first thing that strikes you is his passion. He's passionate about the Pistons, he's passionate about Platinum Equity, he's passionate about his family. I mean, the guy is enthusiastic about life.
This is not a culture you throw away. This is an unbelievable city. I'm excited. Excited is not actually the right word, ecstatic. I'm back in Michigan, where I grew up, and I appreciate everybody welcoming me back.
Since 2009, Tom Gores and his family has been making significant contributions to Toys for Tots.
To see the smiles on these kids' faces is just remarkable.
Business leaders are coming to the rescue, donating more than $8 million for as many as 100 new Scout cars and nearly 24 ambulances.
Let there be light. This morning, there are brand new lights on the MacArthur Bridge to Belle Isle.
Tom Gores and Platinum Equity donated $50,000 to overhaul the lighting.
Today, Gore is focusing on making a serious investment with the kids in the city. He pledged $600,000 to Say Detroit's Play Center.
This is why we do what we do. This is why when I met Tom, he talked about his desire to have an impact on this community.
We have to focus, right?
Yeah.
Do our best?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Go get it. Okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't come easy.
Never
1, 2, 3. Never give up.
This investment that the Pistons are making in City of Detroit is a game changer. Over the next 3 years, City Year is going to be able to have a team sponsored by the Pistons working with 2,000 students.
We're really excited to announce this partnership with Grow Detroit's Young Talent. It's about our future, and our children are our future, and that's what we're here to support from the Pistons and what Tom Gores believes in.
Tom Gores and Platinum Equity have been supporting the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy for several years now.
To have the Pistons and Platinum Equity and Tom truly committed to try to help change the landscape of educating young people in the city of Detroit. It's definitely a game changer.
The Pistons making a big donation today and creating a big partnership with Detroit Pale. The team putting $300,000 into a program for a couple thousand kids to create new organized leagues with the Police Athletic League.
The coaches tell you that you're one big family.
On behalf of Mr. Gores, we're reaching out to the community, showing these kids life skills and basketball skills. If you can help somebody else, that's going to make you better, all right?
Well, I am ecstatic about Tom Gores and his commitment to the area. He's a major plus, and I'm very thankful that he has been able to support us.
We're here with the Pistons to celebrate not only the Thanksgiving season, but to really give back to our community.
Trying to provide for those who's in hard times, down in their luck right now.
This donation makes a really significant difference for the thousands of children and adults that we serve at Haven.
I think that this is going to give a chance for these parents that live here to know that their kids are going to be okay. So thank you.
Tom Gores, this is amazing what you're doing out here in the city of Detroit. I want to say thanks a lot. It's awesome.
The rumors were true. After nearly 40 years,
The Pistons announced that they will be moving to downtown Detroit.
This is the right call for our fans, for our players, how we can impact the community. We're going to create thousands of jobs. It is time. It's overwhelmingly the right thing.
And next season, we'll begin playing at the new Little Caesars Arena.
Detroit's 4 major sports teams will all now be neighbors, just a 4-block area in the city's downtown.
We have the Lions, the Tigers, the Pistons, oh my.
officials say the move would generate nearly $600 million for the city and more than 2,000 jobs.
More exciting news for the city of Detroit.
The Pistons and Henry Ford Health Systems teaming up to build a new practice facility in Detroit's new center.
It's just going to show they're backing up their claims that they want to be a part of the resurgence of the city of Detroit.
Gores made a point to acknowledge Mike Ilitch and his efforts to help revitalize downtown Detroit.
Mr. Ilitch, one, just to acknowledge your tremendous hard work to get us up here tonight. You'd be very proud of the organization you have. I've worked with Chris and the leadership team very closely, and as I sit here, I don't take all the work that you've done for granted.
When I looked at this and said Tom Gores is going to have to make a decision to leave a facility he owns and bear the expense of coming to a place where a lot of changes were going to be made late, I kept saying, is he really that committed to Detroit?
You know, we're fortunate to have an entrepreneur and a native of our community like Tom take this bold step. Tom and his team have invested millions of dollars and countless hours to make our community a better place.
I can't tell you how deeply Detroiters appreciate your faith in us. So, Tom, thank you so much. Coming back.
As much as I acknowledge we're here, my job is ahead of me to keep impacting the city.